Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am back out. It's a bit of a last minute one. Big apologies to Red Man Walking. I was meant to be going further north for a kind of higher camp, but family matters got in the way, so this is a last minute, last ditch escape. Just something simple, but it'll allow me just to try a tent that I used last week. I want to try it again, and I've also got a drone which I want to try as well, just see what the footage is like off that. Other than that, nothing really majorly different in terms of gear, and it'll just be a wee simple night out, but hopefully it'll be enjoyable enough to watch, and thank you for popping in and having a look. Oh, so it's a really muggy evening. What time is it? 5:30? Probably mid-20s, but very, very muggy, and there's a fair risk of thunderstorm, so another reason for not going too high, because I have an absolute fear of lightning ever since I zapped myself as a kid and knocked myself out by sticking a belt of all things in a plug point. Stupid boy. Anyway, yeah, so it will probably be another 15-20 minutes up to my little test bed area. You may well know it if you've watched my channel before. But it's nice night, and it's not too busy. I'm surprised, because it is the fair holiday weekend here in Scotland, and that usually brings the crowds, but still Friday though, so hopefully we'll be okay. Near at the top of the rock staircase. But it's hot work today. Wow, it's really close. So basically at this stage I'm doing the West Highland Way in reverse from the normal. So I'm heading north to south. Oh. I'll put a hat on to protect my head from the sun, but it's so warm I'll probably overheat using that, so we'll just go without for the moment. It's cloudy though, so it should be okay. It's just going through a wee boggy section now. I'm just trying to keep my feet dry because I don't have Gore-Tex trail runners on. I've got my Ultra Timp 5s that I used on the TMB camp. Actually, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions just about the channel, so I'll bring you back to that once I'm up and got camped. We'll talk about that later. For the moment, onwards and upwards. Somebody's just popping up their tent, got a nice wee spot there. Nice, but we'll head the other way. Not too windy at all up here actually, so it could be a bug fest. We'll see. Not bad though. So the place is infested with tiny ticks so far, they're all over me. You can see two in my hand here as I film. You can feel them on my neck. I don't know how the hell they're getting up so far, because I basically haven't touched much. So it's going to be a dodgy one tonight. So I think I'll just go for the shortest grass I can here. Got a nice view. Looks pretty good. Breeze is just gentle, unfortunately. I was hoping for a bit more. But yeah, I'll take that, and I hope that keeps most of the bugs away. So the tent I'm going to use tonight is the Shield 2 from Big Agnes again. It's actually up for sale. I'm not sure where to keep this one on my pre-tents border. Both are up for sale for £400. If you're interested, drop me a line. Anyway, let's get this one up tonight and we'll give this a go. Absolute doddle to put up, I have to say. Really easy. 3 poles, 2 long ones, 1 short one. So I've added these top guy lines, but these should wrap around your poles like that, just to give you a bit, take some of the stress off the pole, but work in conjunction with the tent. Same again at the back, wrap that around the pole, and then I've got these bungee type shock absorbing guy lines on the rear, which are actually taken from a Rab Latox Summit, which is a similar kind of assault, single skin assault tent. And I thought, I don't know why, I must have had spares. I thought I'll just keep these, as I may need them in the future, and it turns out they're ideal for this. So let's put that on there. Yeah. And then lastly, we just put up these wee side vents, which just have a prop and elastic with a kind of stiffening rod inside it onto there, and that'll just get some nice through flow of air in there. The one thing I don't have with it, although it does come with one, is a vestibule. I didn't, when I bought this second hand from America, the guy didn't have the vestibule, he'd never used the porch, so I'm having to go without. I could probably use the porch off my pretense border with the walking poles, and it could probably fit on it, which I've never tried, and I might do that when I get back just to see. Anyway, I'm going to get stuff out and get into this tent and away from the ticks and give myself a wee check. Quite roomy at the front. It's about 130 wide, or 127 to 130. About the same as an MSR two-person tent. And then a bit narrow at the back, about 107 centimetres. So you'd have to use mummy sleeping bags. You wouldn't get away with two large rectangulars. I think if you watched my previous videos, you'll know I got my trusty Decathlon sleeping bag replaced, and that's after 3 years, but it does have a 5-year guarantee. It was just beginning to lose a bit of loft, so I've now got a brand new one, which is great. And again, thank you to Decathlon. Nothing to do with sponsorships, I paid for these, but they did replace this virtually free of charge. I think I just paid for the postage to my house, and that was it. It's a great wee sleeping bag, 0 rated. And the sleeping mat tonight is the Light Tour single chamber, but winter spec, so just a bit deeper and more comfortable. Well, actually, there's not much in it. Jan said she couldn't tell the difference when we tried them last week. We were both on stones on a beach. I'll show you a wee clip. And you'd think it'd be really rough, and it was really rough, but both mats did a really good job of just keeping us away from the stones. Got a great night's sleep on them. So we'll get this one up without getting it covered in ticks, hopefully. And I'm going to inflate this with my Nightcore power bank. Thanks to Nightcore for sending me that. This is the 10,000 milliamp one with a wee built-in USB-C. But it's actually got a USB-C connector on the outside, so I can power this little tiny pump, which I think weighs just over an ounce. It's unbelievably light, but of course you need the power bank to power it. But anyway, it's very quick, and we'll get this mat up. It's a pretty good job. I'll sleep up the hill, I think, head at the back of the door, because there is a slight slope here. And to finish off my sleep system, I've got the wee Trekology Alift Plus SE pillow, which has been pretty good. I have to kind of deflate it to half its kind of full pressure just to make it feel more like a pillow at home. But it does have this kind of washable soft lining on it, which makes it feel quite nice. Okay, I've emptied the pack, but ordinarily I'd bring this in and put it inside the tent. But I don't know if you can see it, it's absolutely covered in ticks. So I am going to leave this outside. Unless it rains, that ain't coming in with me. All set up, good. Think about dinner in a minute. It is 6:30. So now I've got my tent up and everything sorted. I might try and get this wee drone up for a minute. It was given to me by Ruko. It's the U11 Mini 4K. Which is the first one I think they've offered with a 4K filming capability and under 250 grams, which is perfect for what I need. So it's only the third time I've flown it. I'll give it a wee shot in a minute, see what you think of the visual. Right, hopefully those visuals looked okay. Let me know what you think. I'm going to get my dinner on now, I think. It's about 7:15. I'm getting a wee bit peckish. And now I'm all set up, I'm okay. I'm still finding little tiny ticks all over me, which is a real pain in the backside. Really freak me out. I need to get Jan to do the major tick check when I get back. Sorry, Jan. Brand new gas from Cotswolds. That actually seems to have come down in price. I might be imagining it. That was £3.30. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, that's good. The bugs certainly love this colour anyway. Look at this. It's absolutely infested with little flying ants. What the hell? Now, I know many of you come here for the culinary experience, the cooking and wild camping. So tonight we're on the pot noodle with sticky rib. Become a master in 4 minutes, so this should bring on my cooking skills no end. Kettle's on. Right, just letting the pot noodle brew for a couple of minutes. Cordon bleu. And yeah, it's nice. The wind has just picked up again, which is good. It's kind of funny place this. It's very, very flukish. If you're going to get wind, you'll definitely get it here because it's so open and you're sitting on an exposed wee ridge. And I do hope it really does pick up, because otherwise there's no point in this tent, and it also just keeps the midges away. So, but yeah, it's a lovely spot, and it beats watching the telly. Last minute thing. I had to deal with my dad this afternoon, so that kind of kiboshed my original plans. But yeah, at least it's good to be out. And not forgetting this little sauce that I made up, soy and ginger, just to give that finishing touch to the whole culinary experience. And no need to pop in the microwave. So I'm fed and watered, that's good. I've still got some crisps, and I have a lovely wee Glenmorangie 17-year-old. Try and get that in the shops if you can. Try and get it in the distillery. They're basically gone, you can't get it anymore, so I've got half a bottle left. It's amazing. It's like the taste of Christmas. It's like Christmas pudding. It's just lovely. Anyway, yeah, just a quick question for you all. I'm wondering what to do with the channel going forward in terms of, well, here's the question. Do you prefer videos where I review gear? Do you prefer just trip videos where I just go out camping? Or do you prefer a combination of kind of reviewing gear but in situ when I go out and do trips? If you've got a preference, I'd really like to know. Please drop your comments below, because I'm just wondering how to play things going forward. Yeah, it's a funny old game, the YouTube thing, because I started filming years and years ago, maybe 8 years ago now. And really just to kind of record my trips more than anything else. And then, you know, as you gain subscribers and you start to think, oh right, wait a minute, I can monetize the channel, maybe make a wee bit of money as a wee sideline on the side. And it's very little, to be honest, even now. It might pay for a wee dinner out or just something slightly more than that. But most of the time you don't make money. You don't make much money out of the videos. You really make your money from sponsors. If somebody wants to pay for the video, or if they just want to send you gear, you use it. And if you don't like it or you don't want to hang on to it, you sell it and you make some money on that. And that's just being absolutely honest. So you've kind of got this contradiction of what you should do with you know, are you doing the videos for yourself? Are you doing them for you guys? Are you doing them just to review gear in order to get a sponsor or to buy and sell gear? So it's a kind of difficult decision. I'm still enjoying it, you know, it comes and goes, and you get a bit scunnered with it now and again. But I hope you do enjoy them. I try and put my heart into just editing it as best I can with my ancient old computer. I really need to upgrade my computer. But yeah, so what would you prefer? Do you prefer the, really just, do you prefer gear reviews? Or do you prefer just the trips themselves? Not that I get away that much, but time is kind of precious. But I do try and get out and just do the odd trip, just take in some landscape shots and the like. Or do you want a combination of both? I was just thinking about who I enjoy, who does a combination of them. The name that comes to mind is Justin Outdoors. I really like his channel because he tends to combine an actual trip, which is interesting, and you just get to see some of the Canadian landscape alongside the gear. But that's me, so I don't know, that could be just personal to me. I have no idea what you guys think. So yeah, please let me know what you're thinking about that. Or do I do just silent movies, basically just music, don't bother talking to camera? I've done a couple, but from what I can tell, people prefer, I don't know why, but seem to prefer when I talk to camera and find it more interesting than just the landscape and the shots and the like, and this, you know, the scenery. The top guy I can think of who does the scenery only ones is Harmon Hoek. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out, it's amazing, well worth watching. He's just an absolute master at photography, and I'm not claiming I would get anything close to that, but it would mean that you don't have to listen to me all day. So anyway, let me know. I'm going to go for a wee wander now, I think, after dinner. Might go up to the top of the hill and catch the sunset. So I've just spoken to these guys here. Nice Belgian couple, young couple doing the West Highland. Day 2. And then you can see my little red big Agnes tent further down the ridge there. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about going up Conic Hill. I've done it a million times. It's a nice time of night to do it, but yeah, I don't think I can be bothered, to be fair. I'm just laughing actually because this is quite a common spot. I used to camp here. I'm trying to think, the last time I did it was in a Rab Latok, and this used to be my kind of test bed area. But this was before Conic Hill got really busy. And if you were to camp here now, you get visitors all night. You'd have visitors at 5 or 6 in the morning with cameras and a million tourists. So yeah, I've kind of had to rethink where I place myself up here due to the popularity of the hill. Whiskey time. Cheers everyone. Oh, that's good. Just thinking about this tent, it's very easy to live with, I have to say. It's a nice comfortable space inside. It's really easy to put up. I like the fact that this brow pole increases the height at the front. So you end up, you can sit and you can peer out this wee window, which is nice. I've just got the midgie mesh up, and then you've got a clear window below it. So, and then I just like the little gear loft areas and things like that where I can tuck stuff out the way. So yeah, it's very nice so far, but the thing is we haven't really used this in the pouring wet. I have tested it and it was completely waterproof. Impressive so far. If it sells, it sells. If not, and my pretense border sells, I will hang on to this because it's really rather good. Right, brushed my teeth. Time to go to bed, I think. Well, we'll get in anyway and get ready for my kip. It is about 11 o'clock now. So. Well, good morning everybody. It is about 8 o'clock, just after. Slept on off, just generally just thinking about things. The tent, it was very still last night and just kind of muggy, very warm and kind of damp, and the cloud kind of got up in the middle of the night for a pee. The cloud was kind of lying in strips across the loch. But again, this tent absolutely bone dry on the fabric. And I know there was condensation because this plastic area here was all wet and covered in moisture this morning. But the rest of it was bone dry. Since about 7 o'clock this morning, the wind's really got up actually, which I was hoping for. So it's got a wee bit of a rattling. But it's quiet with this thick fabric. So I'm going to get up, I'm going to get a wee bit of breakfast on, and then we'll get packed, get down the road, and then I'm hoping to head over to the island ahead of the tent here for a wee explore around there, which I'll maybe show you a couple of clips off if it's worth it. Right, we'll get packed away and then we'll get a wee bit of breakfast on and head down the road. The most depressing sound in backpacking. Oh, I hate that. Cuppa before we go. Breakfast drink till I get down, and then I've got okay, leave no trace and take one back with you, and let's get going. Well everybody, I'm going to say thank you for watching the video. I would have brought you more drone photography, but I flew it from the top of the island here on Inchkeeler, and about 10 seconds into the flight, all power cut to it, no warning, and it dropped over some really steep tree-lined and fern-covered terrain. I've spent an hour getting covered in ticks trying to find it using the tracking and just couldn't trace it, so I'm really sorry about that, and I'm sorry to Ruko for losing your drone so easily. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I will see you out there for the next one, hopefully next week. Take care.